Good morning, students. Today we are going to see Chapter 2 Basic Algebra. Last class we completed Chapter 1. So today we are going to see Basic Algebra. And what is algebra? Algebra is a branch of mathematics which involves quantities by representing that quantities in a symbol. Suppose if it is 2 fan 3 light is there na, we can represent that fan and light by x and y. So how can we say it in a mathematical word? 2x plus 3y. This x and y, what we are using symbol for the quantity is your algebra. So okay, your first exercise, we are going to see a real number system, that is real number. So already I told you what is real number. That is, this is your number line. Number line consists minus infinity to infinity. Okay, now tell me, what is your natural number? 1 2 3 etc. What is your whole number? 0 1 2 3 etc. What is your integer? Integer is your minus infinity to plus infinity. That is your minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, etc. Okay. What is your rational number? Rational number is of the form P by Q. Okay, so rational number, it may be like fraction. That is your rational number. What is your irrational number? Irrational number means square root of any number which cannot solve. So what is your irrational number? Square root of any number which cannot be solved is your irrational number. Okay, all together is your real number. So in real number you will have natural, whole, integer, rational number and irrational number. Is it right? All together is your real number. So this number line is your real number. This number line consists all these numbers. And this is the natural number contains in whole number. Correct? 1, 2, 3 will be contained in W. So N is contained in W. Whole number is contained in integer. Integer, it starts with 0 1 2 3 minus 1 minus 2 only, no. So this W is contained in your what is it, integer. Again, this integer contained in your rational number. How? We can write 3 as 3 by 1, 5 as 5 by 1. So any number which we write in the form of P by Q is your rational number, right? So integer contained in your rational number contained in your real number. Okay, so natural number we denote by N, whole number W, integer Z, rational number Q, and real number we can say it as capital R. So using this real number system, we are going to see the first exercise, right? Okay, take your first exercise. Exercise 2.1. Your first question, classify each element of root 7 minus 1 by 4, 0, 3.14, 4 and 22 by 7. There are many numbers are given. We are going to find these number are a member of either N or Q. Q means rational number. R minus Q. So we are going to take R, that is in the real number, we are going to subtract a rational number. What we are getting is your irrational number. So this one is your irrational number. Okay, so R minus Q means from the system R real number we are going to take the rational number. So if I take a rational number out, I can take integer out, I can take whole number out, I can take natural number out, then what will be the remaining? Irrational. Z means integer. So we are going to see whether this members belongs to which group. Is that clear? So your solution, What is r minus q? R minus q means irrational number. Okay, so first number we can take root 7. Can you find the value of root 7? No. So square root of 4, now we know the absolute value is 2. Square root of 9, 3 we know, but square root of 7 we don't know. We have to find out the approximate value only, but we don't know the value. So root 7 is your r minus q. Next, minus 1 by 4. So minus 1 by 4 is it of the form p by q. So p by q now it is rational number. Next number 0. 0 either it is belong to whole number or it belong to integer. Right? Next 3.14. 3.14 or 22 by 7 is your pi value, right? Correct? This 3.14 or 22 by 7 is your pi value. Actually, your pi value is an approximate value only. We don't know the real value of pi. So pi is an approximate value, that is 3.14 or 22 by 7, and the value of pi rounded off to 9 decimal numbers, that is equal to your 3.14. Okay, so this one and this one is your irrational number. Actually we don't know the value, but for find out the volume of sphere, circle, such that we want pi value, right? So we have taken the pi value as approximately 3.14 and 22 by 7. Hence this 3.14 and 22 by 7 is your irrational number, and 4 is your either natural number or integer. Is that clear? Yes. Next question, second question. Prove that root 3 is an irrational number. Prove that root 3 is an irrational number. So what is mean by irrational number? Square root of any number which cannot be solved is your irrational number. Correct? Okay. So we are going to prove this root 3 is a irrational number. Let's see the solution. We are taking a contradiction. Okay, what we want to prove, root 3 is an irrational number, but we are taking as a contradiction. Suppose that root 3 is a rational number. So rational number now, how it will be? P by Q format, correct? So we can take this root 3 equal to m by n. Any number, any constant, that's why we are taking m by n. Is that clear? Yes, definitely we know m and n are positive integers with no common factor, because root 3 will not be divided by anything. So this m and n will be any two positive integers with no common factor. Is that clear? Greater than 1. So except 1 there will be no common factor. Is that right? Okay. Taking the equation 1, squaring on both sides. So if I squaring on both sides, this square root will it will go off, and this side will get m squared by n squared. So you will get 3 equal to m squared by n squared. And take your n square to your left hand side, 3 to your right hand side. So what you will get? N square is equal to m squared by 3. Is that clear? Now look at here, what is this symbol equal to? So definite this number and this number are one and the same, correct? Okay, so if this number and this number are one and the same, definite this m square will be divided by 3, because there is no divisible here, right? So this n is a whole number, so definitely m square is also a whole number, so definitely this is divisible by 3. So from this concept we can take m square is divisible by 3. If m square is divisible by 3, then we can take m is also divisible by 3. Okay, so since it is a divisible of 3, we can take m equal to 3c. Any constant is a multiplication of 3, so 3c. Okay, so this equation becomes n square is equal to 3c square by 9. That is n square is equal to 9, 3 3s are 9, c squared by 3. This 3 and 9 will get cancelled. So n square is equal to 3c square. Okay, again take this 3 to your left hand side, so you will get n square 3 by c square. Again same concept what we have said here. Here it is equal to is given, so n square by 3 and c square are one and the same. Since these two are one and the same, the c is a whole number, definitely this n square will be divided by 3. Is that clear? So n square is divisible by 3, therefore n is also divisible by 3. So from 1 and 2, okay, m is also divisible by 3, n is also divisible by 3. Is that right? But what we said, m and n are positive integer with no common factor. Starting we saw, no, m and n are positive integers with no common factor. But what we are arriving is m and n have a common factor 3. This is a contradiction, right? Therefore we arrived a contradiction. Therefore root 3 is a irrational number. That's all. Is that clear? Now third question. Are there any two distinct rational number such that their difference is a rational number? Justify your answer. So what we are going to take, two distinct irrational number such that their difference is a rational number. So we are going to take two irrational number and we are going to say whether the difference of this two irrational number is a rational number. Okay, and your answer is yes. So if I take two irrational number and their difference will be definitely your rational number. Okay, let's see. So I'm taking two irrational number as 2 plus root 2 and root 2. 2 plus root 2, this root 2 is a irrational number, right? So irrational plus rational is your irrational number. So 2 plus root 2 is a irrational number. Root 2 is another irrational number. So we are taking two irrational numbers. Now what we have to do, difference means subtraction. So what we are going to do is difference. Difference means subtraction. So if I subtract this two number, 2 plus root 2 minus root 2. So this root 2 plus root 2 minus root 2 will get cancelled. What will be remaining? 2. That 2 is your rational number. So if we take two irrational number, that difference is a rational number. So answer is yes. Right? So your fourth question is your homework. Fourth is also asked like your third problem only. But fourth you can take the rational number as, irrational number as 2 plus root 2, 2 minus root 2. Take like that, okay? According to the problem, we have to take the numbers. So what are the two numbers? 2 plus root 2, 2 minus root 2, okay? Now take your fifth problem. Find a positive number smaller than 1 by 2 power 1000. So we are going to find a positive smallest number which is smaller than 1 by 2 power 1000. Okay, ma? Okay, let's see the solution. So here we are going to take 1000 is less than 1001. Is that right? Numbers. So number 1000 is less than 1001. And taking power on both sides. So 2 power 1000 is less than 2 power 1001. Is that right? Okay. Now, taking in our question, 2 power 1000 is in the denominator. So again, this 2 power 1000 can be taken as 1 by 2 power 1000. 2 power 1001 can be taken as 1 by 2 power 1001. Clear? Now, if I change this 2 power 1000 as 1 by 2 power 1000, then you have to change the equality also. So this less than equality change to greater than equality. Okay, so if we add or subtract, if we multiply anything in the inequality, this equality sign will change. That's why this less than will become greater than here. Now tell me, this 2 power 1000 is greater, 1 by 2 power 1001 is less than, correct? Less than, correct? So a positive number smaller than 1 by 2 power 1000 is 1 by 2 power 1001. Is that clear? And your next exercise is absolute value. So what is mean by absolute? It is mod. Absolute means mod. So absolute value means mod of x. What is mean by mod of x? Already we saw this, right? So mod means negative value as well as positive value, right? So this mod x can be taken as minus x or x. When you take minus x, when x is less than 0. When you take only x, when x greater than or equal to 0. Is that right? So this mod x can be taken as x and x according to this condition. So your next exercise, that is your exercise 2.2, it deals with your absolute value. We are going to find out the value of this absolute value. Is that right? So take your exercise 2.2, your first question. Solve for x. So first problem, first subdivision, it is given that mod 3 minus x less than 7. So what we are going to find? We are going to find x value. Okay, so what are x value? Okay, so your question is given as mod 3 minus x is less than 7. We want to find out the value of x which will satisfy this inequality. Okay, ma? Okay, so what is mean by mod? Mod means both positive value and negative value, correct? So this meaning is, we can take it off. Okay, I'll write the question. Mod 3 minus x less than 7 can be taken as minus 7 less than 3 minus x less than 7. Is that right? This mod value is both positive value and negative value. So this mod 3 minus x can be taken as minus 7 less than 3 minus x less than 7. Since it is given as 7, we will take minus 7 and plus 7. Suppose if it is 5, this is minus 5 and plus 5. So keep x in center, take remaining all terms to your left hand side and right hand side. So first we can take this 3 to this side. So when we take 3 to this side, it will become minus 3. So minus 7 minus 3 less than minus x, because 3 have taken, no, less than 7 minus 3. Is that right? Again taking this 3 this side also. So 7 minus 3. So minus 3 minus 7 is minus 10 less than minus x less than 7 minus 3 is 4. We want only x, but here it is minus x. So if we want to change this minus, change the inequality. Okay, that is multiply by minus sign. Already I told you, know, if we multiply or divide anything, we have to change the inequality. So if I multiply by minus 1, this minus 10 will become plus 10, right? This less than symbol will become greater than, minus x becomes yes, again this is also greater than, this is minus 4. Okay, therefore the solution set, therefore your solution set is minus 4 less than x less than 10. So your x can take value between minus 4 and 10. Is that clear? And your third subdivision. So your third subdivision is mod 3 minus 3 by 4 of x less than or equal to 1 by 4. Okay, so what we can take, we have to remove the modulus and we have to take both positive and negative value. Okay, so what is this means? Minus 1 by 4 less than or equal to 3 minus 3 by 4 of x again less than or equal to 1 by 4. Why we are taking less than or equal to? Because it is given in question, it is given like that. Okay, wow. So is that clear? Okay, now your center, in your center we have to keep x only, we have to take remaining all terms to your either side. Okay, wow. So first we can take this 3 to that side, so this will become 1 by 4 minus 3 less than or equal to minus 3 by 4x less than or equal to 1 by 4 minus 3. And taking LCM, 4 3s are 12, 12 minus 1 13, so minus 13 by 4 less than or equal to minus 3 by 4 of x less than or equal to 4 3s are 12, 1 minus 12 is minus 11 by 4. Okay, now we have to take out this 4. So what we can do is multiply throughout by 4, multiply by 4 throughout. Okay, so this equation will become minus 33 less than or equal to minus 3x less than or equal to minus 11. Is that clear? Again, so again we have to take this 3 to this side. Okay, minus 3 we are going to take this side, so this inequality will also change, correct? So minus 13 by minus 3 greater than or equal to x greater than or equal to minus 11 by minus 3. Is that clear? So both minus will go off. So what will be the answer? We can take it in the correct format. 11 by 3 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 13 by 3. Is that right? So this is your solution set. Therefore x takes value between 11 by 3 and 13 by 3. Okay, yeah, your last subdivision. It is given that mod x minus 10 less than minus 3. So here last subdivision we saw mod of something, but here the question is given as mod x minus 10 less than or equal to minus 3. So first, how can we write this as mod x less than minus 3? When 10 comes to this side, it will become as plus 10. So how can you write mod x less than 7? Okay, now mod x less than 7. Now what is this meaning? Minus 7 less than x less than 7. Center only x is there, correct? So what is your solution set? Therefore your solution set is minus 7 less than x less than 7. Is that clear? Today's session is over and your homework is exercise 2.1 fourth problem, theorem 2.1, exercise 2.2 first problem, second subdivision. Thank you, students.